Viral recipes get photobombed by children, and we don't even know what day we're going live. I'll see you later, okay? So anyway, today I have found a recipe off. Oh, okay, leave that. All right. I found a recipe off which is hello. I'm not even in frame. Um, Philly cheesesteak stuffed peppers. Oh, you're looking at an oregano bottle. How rude of me. So I'm actually really excited about this. This was something I shared years ago. Bye. This is actually something that I shared years ago. Um, and I never got around to actually making them, so I'm gonna actually make them. So the first thing is you need 4 bell peppers, and they need to be halved. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cutting these peppers. So I got my pepper here. And then when I'm done that, I actually have my pan that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a spray down. I don't even know if I'm supposed to spray it, but I know my pan. So, cutting my peppers in half should be super simple. So what happened was I had everything planned to go live yesterday, and I wanted to go live yesterday, and I got home and I realized I did not have cheese. So rather than not do a complete dish, I decided to just blow everything off for a day, and I hope nobody minds. I don't think y'all mind. You get to see my pretty face just a day late. It's better than not doing this like I did last week. But last week was Valentine's Day, so that's special. I actually had homemade chicken marsala that was made for me, and it was amazing. So, our first date, we actually had... Oh, my peppers are cold. They've been sitting in the fridge since yesterday, so they're a little wrinkly, and I guess they're like, upset at me for blowing them off a day. I'm actually going to use my sink. I usually use my sink. I'm just trying to be neater today. So, yeah. I did not have... gonna rinse. Sometimes if you just, good old power washing, get them seeds out. Oh, hi! So, I got those in my pan. I got another one in the pan. And this one doesn't have a sticker on it. Cool. So it was like, our first date, we went to a local pizzeria, and we both got chicken marsala on our first date. So we decided, for Valentine's Day, it'd be nice to have chicken marsala. So we did. And it was awesome. Yes, you can have the ring pop. So that sounds good. I'm not going to. But I also got flowers. The first time I got flowers on Valentine's Day in a decade. And, oh, I am butchering this pepper. Oh, I am really butchering this pepper. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to cut it like that. But yeah, like the first time in a decade that I've gotten flowers for Valentine's Day, and it was awesome. And I'm usually not the flower person. I'm usually the plushy girl. So, it means a lot though. It's nice to have a change up. I got Shiloh, Freddy Fazbear's Frights, and she is just loving them. So, yes, I hear you reading out loud, baby girl. So, I probably should be using a paring knife for this rather than this big old knife, but I'm so used to knives. That's sad. It's like, you're either good in the kitchen or you have a hobbies that you don't want people to talk about when you're good with knives. I need to get that stem out. Maybe I should grab my paring knife. There we go. That way it gets that green stem out. Hey! So, gonna pull out the seeds on this one. And then what I'm doing, if you don't see, is I'm actually cutting these green things. That way it looks a lot nicer, and you know, you don't want the rind in because it doesn't taste as good. Oh, hey, I'm using the upside down part of the knife. That doesn't help me much, does it? So I'm going to power wash this. That gets all the seeds out. Ooh. Okay. So last pepper, down to 4. Okay, switching to the paring knife because this, I'm sorry, I'm not with it today, am I? This is actually a lot harder than I expected. So I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to rip it out. Power wash. And I'm actually running into trouble because if you look, my pan is just about full. I'll pick the phone up and show it in a minute. So, got one last half a pepper. I'm going to rip the seeds out, clean it up. And then, you know what, this part I can just get with my hands. See? And then I'm going to power wash it. The last time I made stuffed peppers, I thought my mom was going to kill me. I thought they were the most delicious stuffed peppers in the world, and they were. But I only made 1 pepper per person, which my mom hated. And then for 2, I accidentally left the sticker off of hers. So it did not pair well. I have now got to cut up an onion, which is another thing I need. So 1 large onion sliced. So I don't think they want me to mince it. So I'm going to actually I'm going to pop this in my mouth. So rather than dice my onion, I'm going to leave it in long slices. Oh, my sink is a mess. Sometimes when I'm hot, my ring is too loose. Unfortunately, don't judge. It wasn't meant for me. It was made for a behemoth. So that's how that goes. So get this onion. If you see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. Getting this onion paper off of my onion, and then I'm going to slice it. I'm not going to dice it, just slice it. So, which I have so many seeds here. Oh well, it is what it is. What is that? Huh. So, I'm just going to slice my onion long ways. So, cut it like this. That way it stays pretty uniform. So, get that out of the way. So I got my onion sliced. So they're like bigums. I'm going to put these aside for later. And then the next ingredient I need to prepare is 16, yeah, 16 ounces of mushrooms. Unfortunately, the mushrooms that they had at the store were not sliced. So I need to slice my mushrooms.
Go slice.
Ugh. And mushrooms you definitely want to wash. Oh, keep them clean because they have dirt on them. I need somewhere to put my mushrooms when I cut them up. I got a bowl here. Okay, slice the mushrooms. Which, I know it's so tedious and I should have bought slice, but it was like I said, I bought everything yesterday and my mind was a blur yesterday. I did not have my phone. Okay? Like, my phone was cut off. And that is a huge, it's actually a fear of mine that, you know, something could happen and nobody can get a hold of me. And lo and behold, today the school needed to get a hold of me. So, my phone situation is fixed, thank God. So, everything is... So here I am. Okay, so these packs of mushrooms that I have are only 8 ounce, and you need 16 ounces, which is a pound of mushrooms. And, you know, slicing is not going to take too long. It's just tedious and headachy and a pain and wet. Because, like I said, you really gotta rinse your mushrooms. Otherwise, you know what? I'm gonna cut the stem off. Ugh. Otherwise, you get dirt. Dirt's no fun. Nobody likes dirt. Well, maybe people like dirt. Weird people. Dirty people. So, believe it or not, as tedious as this is, I'm actually halfway through my pack of mushrooms. So, there's that. Okay, almost done. The first pack of mushrooms, and then we got a second pack of mushrooms. And it's not bad. So, okay. And you can't see what I'm doing at all. I just realized that. I'm sitting here. I'm cutting these mushrooms, so what I'm doing is just slicing them. Actually, let me see if I can... Is that any better? Yes, no, maybe so. If there are comments, I apologize. They are not popping up, and I know somebody is watching, so I would absolutely love if you could comment and I could see comments pop up. So, almost done chopping this mushrooms. I'm actually slicing each of them in about 4 pieces, not including the stems. So, which I'm actually quite glad. I think I have seen 4 people, maybe 5, tune in. So people are subscribed and notified, and that's just awesome. Oh, nope, that one went. You got called out and shy. So next I got the other 8 ounces of mushrooms to cut up. And I think I'm going to reuse this. I already have it rinsed. It's super clean. So now I need to rinse these mushrooms. Give me 1 second. So, there we go. Anybody else having awesome time with their weather, not knowing what to do? Hey! Because the weather here is just crazy. No other way to say that. I couldn't figure out what that sound was for a minute. It sounded like a dragon. I think it was a kid sighing. So I got the water in the mushroom container. I don't want to bring it up right now because I don't want to expose my phone. But when you get down in, ooh, not yet. When you get down a little further in, you can actually kind of swish your mushrooms. We had mushrooms a while back that actually turned on us. I'm a little gun shy, which I've actually separated these, so let me check. And it's not that they are bad, it's that's now a fear of mine since that happened. There's no, okay. If it starts, I don't know. These were fine. Okay. I think it's just, you know what it is? It's that they're still dirty. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to cheat. I don't like the way these mushrooms look at all. So I'm only going to go with half the mushrooms. Oh, hey. Okay, so I can see comments. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, excuse me. So we have mushrooms. We have our mushrooms cut off. Only half the mushrooms. We have the onion cut up. Like I said, I did slices. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to preheat my oven to 325. Now that I have prepped all my ingredients. And then in a baking dish, place and bake until tender for 30 minutes. Why do you have me preheating the oven if you want me to put the peppers in right away? You know, I should have read the instructions. So now I have nothing to do for 5 minutes while I wait for the oven to preheat. Huh. Wow. Okay. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. So I guess while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and clean my knives. Put them back in my block. Meanwhile, in a large skillet over medium heat. Actually, you know what? Let me show you what I have right here. I have my peppers all lined up and ready. Oh, we got 2 seeds here. So I'm so excited about trying this. I have half the mushrooms that I was going to use. Oh well. And those are nicely sliced and delicious. Checking the oven. It's still cold. I'm bored now. Let's see. So I'm gonna do that. Another thing it says to use 1.5 pounds of sirloin steak cut thin. I'm actually gonna use stir fry bits, and I'm gonna stir fry them. Which, I'm sorry, if you can get cut, why not? Especially I couldn't get cut mushrooms. So my onions are sliced, they're not diced. So I got onion slices, which are gonna break apart when I cook them. That oven is still cold. The cheese is 16 ounces of provolone, which is what I forgot yesterday, which is why we're doing this on Tuesday instead of Monday. So that happened. That's a thing now. Yeah. So, you know what? This only takes 35 minutes to make, and I should have, if only I had read the directions before I started, I could have already had this preheated and started on my peppers, and I apologize so much for that. You know what? It's getting there. I'm just gonna give it another minute. I'm anxious. So, cross flying across my neck. Okay, so I'm starting to feel heat come out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm going to set my timer. And then in a large skillet, which I'm going to start doing that now. Turn you so you can see me over here. I got to get a thingy. I am going to start my onions. So on medium-high heat, which I've learned the hard way lately on high heat. So I'm going to start these onions. Oh, I don't like that. Hold up. I don't recommend doing this. I am not a professional, but I have been a mother for 13 years.
Lily!
Yes. Yes, honey, I started being a mom with your brother. And even before then, do you know what it was like being pregnant with you guys?
It was suffering.
Oh, yeah. I would do it again, though. Okay, add onions and mushrooms and season with salt and pepper. So I'm going to add the mushrooms, which again, that's only half the mushrooms that the recipe calls for. But I think it actually looks pretty good. It's not too bad. Of course, I'm dropping onions everywhere. That's why I cleaned the burners. Tried to clean the burners. I'm actually going to turn it up some. It's not, oh, it is not heating. You know what? I can pull you up some so you can maybe see what I'm doing. Nope. You can look at the bottom of my... Yes? No? 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 Okay, that's not happening. So I'm actually, I'm going to season this with some pepper. I got pepper right here. And I'm just going to throw that in the pan. I'm going to start stirring my onions and mushrooms. I'm actually a little shocked that this recipe doesn't call for garlic, because I would totally put garlic in. So let that saute some. Oh, there's an onion peel in my pan. Let me show you what that looks like. That's actually... I seriously flicked it off my finger back into the pot. That looks beautiful. Season with some salt and pepper. Cook occasionally for 3 minutes. And then stir in Italian seasoning. Well, I don't use Italian seasoning per se because it's just a blend. So I have some oregano and basil that I'm going to throw in here. You cannot go wrong with basil. And not only that, but oregano, any Italian dish is awesome with oregano. So here's what I have. This is actually going to really throw my time off that I did not start those peppers sooner. So now I have all this time to kill. I feel stupid. And that it takes a lot for me to feel stupid, because usually I'm just like the one who's like, okay, whatever. Like, I can fix anything. And like now I'm just like, nah, no. So I'm actually going to oil this like a wee bit more. There we go. Get it hotter. Let's just see what I'm doing. Get that mushrooms off. Let's just see. So I got some snap, crackle, and pop, and it says I'm only supposed to cook it for 3 minutes. So, like I said, I got, like, my time proportion is horrible because I did not read the directions before I started, and I'm so sorry. So this might be a super long video. And everybody watching is like, oh god, no. So anyway, um, usually what I do is I live stream. If this is your first time tuning in, I like to live stream on Mondays. I have just started live streaming again. I post on TikTok almost daily. I'm actually getting better at TikToking. I try to do recipes. Where's my camera so I'm looking at you? There it is. I do my recipes on Wednesday on TikTok. Still need followers over there. If you like what I'm doing, food is getting expensive. Everybody knows this. We're all struggling. You can support me with my PayPal, which is also Amber Burns Black. One word, same as my YouTube and my TikTok. So I'm going to give this another stir. And then I am going to check my oven timer real quick. I might actually try to expedite this a little bit and like ruin it, just so I can have the time. Yeah, I still have like 23 minutes. Like, I really blew this, guys. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stir in my meat, which again, stir fry meat, stir fried way of cooking. Get this thing out of there. So I got my meat in, which I probably should have seasoned before I put the meat in, but that's not what the directions say. Huh. So let me show you what I got going on here. I got some meat in with my stuffs. So I'm actually going to stir this in and I'm going to season again. Now that I got meat in here, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dyslexic tonight. my mind is honestly elsewhere. Just too much. Okay. There's that, there's that. And then, you know what? I'm just going to hold you while I stir this. Try not to steam up my phone. So you got some nice, woo, filming everything but what I want to film. Got some nice cookage going on here. Nice cookage, nice cookage. I'm going to let it sit for a bit. Probably should have grabbed my wok. But, you know, most people just cook with a regular old frying pan. I happen to like my wok. So, let that go for, I'm going to let it go for a minute. So, while I let that go, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really scatterbrained today, and I'm at a loss. I am really at a loss. I could have taken 10 minutes off this video if I had just read the whole thing before I started. And that's one of the problems I'm having, is I haven't been doing recipes lately. I have been creating my own dishes, and it's been awesome. And that's something I think I am probably going to start doing more of on YouTube, and there's a bowl in your way, is I'm going to start making my own dishes, which is something I've done for years. It's just when I started YouTubing, I decided to, there was viral recipes. It used to be like a huge thing years ago, and I don't see them like I see them anymore. And that kind of saddens me. But I made something and somebody made the comment like, whoa, I've never seen anybody actually make something they saw from one of these videos. And that's how everything started. Was just making videos from stuff I found online, and it took off. And then I got hospitalized and I had to stop. And now everything is over and I feel like I have my life back. So I'm starting again. So let's take a look at this cookage. Got some good cookage going. Ooh, some wobbly fingers. Trying not to steam up my phone. So you can enjoy my fat little arms while I stir, right? You making fun of me in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to take my spatula, and I'm gonna break some of this up. I'm really happy. I'm content. My mind is elsewhere right now because there's things going on, but I'm awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is beautiful, and I'm happy. You should have seen me yesterday. So I know I have less than 20 minutes, and I am going stir crazy waiting for those peppers to cook. So I have it on 325 for like 30 minutes and bake until tender. They're not tender. They're hard. The peppers are hard. So what? Yes, honey. So I'm excited. I cannot wait to try this because this was something, and I posted this years ago, and I just never tried it. Now it's like, you know what? Can we stop that, please?
Sure.
I have a web series where I make viral recipes. Why am I not doing this? So, this is probably one of the best decisions I have made with my life, was to go back to YouTube. And now, I know there's a whole brigade of YouTube chefs, and if I never jumped out of the game, I would be so much higher in the game than I am. So, you know what, though? Life happens, and that's what happened to me. So, anyway, this is looking beautiful. There is no more rawness on it. I'm going to let you have a little looky-see. I am actually going to take this down to a simmer, which is putting it on low. Okay, so it says only cook for 3 minutes. Well, it's been way more than 3 minutes. I'm kind of a savage cook. But then again, I didn't use thinly sliced steak, which probably could have been just steakums. But you know what? This is more meat, more girth. And I like my meat girthy. Anyway, I don't know what to do. I am like at a total loss. Let me check the time. Over 15 minutes before I can pull the peppers out. I am... I can't believe I did that. I'm trying to think, like... I used to have this down pat. And I can't believe that all this time that I sat out of the game, I have lost my game. So anyway, let's talk about what happened those years ago. Okay. Careful. You okay?
Careful.
You careful?
Yeah.
So those who don't know, I got attacked. My ex actually attacked and hospitalized me while he was drunk, causing me to basically put my life on hold. And then when I was unable to really function, I just kind of shut down. And then I was hitting 24 episodes of my live kitchen. And I wanted to do something better, but my life was in so much shambles I couldn't. And then I ended up moving, and I didn't have my own kitchen. So it's taken me this long to get back, and I'm happy. Everything is awesome, and it's right where it should be. So I promise there'll be more. I think I'm probably gonna start YouTubing on Fridays. I was thinking of live on Instagram, but I don't know. We'll see. I do want to introduce my own recipes, and I have a following on Instagram as well as YouTube, so I think I'm gonna have to wait until I get some more devices. My computer is still, we thought it was the charger, and then I picked it up and it was moist. So I am, did I cry? I'm sweating. I'm actually hot. So my computer is Fritz, which was one of the things that put me on the backtrack this time. So that's been the last few years. I'm actually, I can't believe how excited I am. Lost Titan. My mom couldn't coexist with my dog. He was just too small. Not only that, I lost my dad, who was a main reason I lost Titan, because my dad, if he'd fallen, it would have been over. Which it ended. Cancer took him. Um, like the only thing I'm missing right now is I'm missing Judith. Still don't have my dog, which it's funny, I switched off my 3-pound dog for a 63-pound dog. That's, that's a dog. I've had Italian Greyhounds since I was 14. So having something over 15 pounds is mind blowing. So I'm actually looking at this beef. It is looking good. Like I said, I have it simmering. My stomach is growling right now. I feel like I'm gonna die of starvation. Like, it smells so good. Which I think Italian seasoning is just basil and oregano anyway. I just don't have. It's like, why buy it when you just have oregano and basil anyway? So I'm going to check over here because I am bored. 13 minutes on the dot. And I did not wear foundation, and it shows. Wow. So, that's been, everything's been a blur, and then COVID happened, and I think everybody shut down for COVID. I did. Like, everyone's like, it's okay not to be okay. Well, I was not okay. And I was in a good place, though, because I was still coming off being hospitalized. I also had a wrist surgery. If you have been following for a while, I ended last season not being able to have full use of my wrist. So I have full use of my wrist now, which has made a huge difference in my life, because it was my dominant hand that I couldn't use, which is no bueno. So, oh, this is boring. If only I had read directions before I started anything, we'd be in a lot better place right now. But actually, once I get these peppers baked, it shouldn't be that hard. So actually, what I'm gonna do, because I'm bored, put the bowls in the sink. I'm gonna open the provolone. So you need 16 pieces of provolone, 2 for each of the 8 pepper halves. And of course, it doesn't want to open. Oh, what did I do with my knife? Oh. That needs to go back in its block. I wanted a knife block for my entire adult life, and I finally got one, and now I am taking good care of my block knife, of my knife block. And I thought I just heard something outside, but I guess not. So I got one package, which this doesn't make sense to me. Have you ever seen 11 slices? Why 11 slices in a package? So for 16, I have to get 2. So put my scissors back up. I am, oh God, I'm starving. I am actually going to pick out a bit because, you know what? I've messed this video up. I deserve a treat to cheer me up. I see you looking at me.
Wait, you do?
Aiden's looking at me. So I'm stirring this, and as I'm stirring this, a whole bunch of heat just came off of it. So it's nice and steamy for when I put it on the peppers. But
Bruh, it smells weird.
it smells weird.
Yes, to me.
Why does it smell weird? It smells like Philly cheesesteak. So sometimes you just gotta eat the cheese. Other times you gotta cut the cheese. I happen to get sliced cheese. I'm thirsty too. I did not think this through. Oh well. Life is good. I'm actually. I keep saying I'm happy. I am. I don't know what else to say. I did not expect to be doing a video with 15 minutes of filler. That's on me. So let me check this timer again. 8 minutes. And then we can continue. My peppers are actually looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see in there. But I will show you. There's some peppers. They're good looking. I like good looking peppers. Oh, you know what? There's filters here. Ooh. Nor. Oh, do I look like an old movie? Oh, they have dance party. Dream. Okay, that's cool. Oh, they got glamour. Oh, I'm having too much fun. Uh-oh. I think I killed it. I killed it. Oh, it totally f***ed up. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
What froze up?
Oh, hey, I can do this. It did. It froze. Oh no. Oh no. I think I just killed my video. Bye. Bye.
Maybe the video boxed him off Wesley.
Hi, hon.
Hey,
So I'm live streaming and I think I just killed my video.
why?
It totally froze.
That's not going on.
No. No, it's not. So I might be live streaming right now, but I don't know.
You shut it off?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe I should try that. Do you want to stop streaming? No, I
I don't know,
don't.
boo-boo.
What's that? Oh, hey. Oh, the wind has picked up.
I noticed.
So, wow, is there a play button? Did I kill it? I don't know what it's doing. So you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm actually gonna stop this and restart this.